You're listening to the John and Heidi Show, now featuring the wit and wisdom of Dan Farris.
Okay, dudes, let's walk this sucker.
On Sunny 93.3.
It's the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Mr. Dan Farris. Good day to you, sir.
Happy Friday there, my two little radio buds.
It is Friday. Holy cow.
Yeah, this caught my attention this morning driving into the studio because, well, frankly, it's never happened to me before.
Oh, what's that?
You know, early in the morning, and I don't drive fast, but sometimes I'll step on it a little bit. Anyway, it caught my attention as I was coming down Marion Road, heading
190
northbound.
Okay.
Yeah, I was doing okay. Yeah. Not a lot of traffic. And I was passed the inside lane, and I mean passed quickly by a Prius.
Oh, wow.
I mean, you can't hear those coming because they got like a motor like a golf cart or something.
Yeah.
And
so did you race him then?
No, I did not because I was kind of stunned by it. And then all I could figure is it must have been stolen. Because Prius owners do not do that.
Well, typically no, but you never know.
So it just kind of caught my attention. So
maybe
might have been a tofu sale somewhere. They were in a hurry.
Oh, wow.
Not that we pigeonhole people.
Maybe somebody was borrowing someone's Prius. Our son was driving our car this last week.
Sure.
He originally said, well, you guys drive that all the time. I'll just take the Sunny Hummer. I'm like, no, I'm not letting you drive the Sunny Hummer.
Nope.
You take this car that nobody will know it belongs to us.
Yeah, you just never know. I thought that was interesting because I really had no idea Prius could go that fast.
That's cool, though.
I stand impressed.
Yes.
J.K. Rowling has a birthday today. She gave the world Harry Potter.
She certainly
indeed.
did.
And she's rocking double nickels today, 55 years old.
Very nice.
Absolutely loved this guy. One of my favorite all-time TV characters. You knew him as Lurch from the Addams Family.
Oh.
Ted Cassidy.
I loved the Addams Family.
Had a pretty cool career going because he was getting some decent acting parts after the Addams Family. In fact, he was a featured player in Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid.
Really?
Things like that, but he had open heart surgery.
Oh.
And actually passed away from complications of that.
Oh, that's too bad.
At the age of just 46.
Oh.
Wow.
And Gary Lewis. Does that ring a bell at all to you guys? Because you're a little bit younger than me.
Gary Lewis.
Not
Gary
me.
Lewis. Jerry Lewis's son, Gary Lewis of Gary Lewis and the Playboys.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Has a birthday today. They had a huge monster #1 hit in 1965. This Diamond Ring.
I know a Gary Lewis from Sioux City.
That's really great, John.
When I first met him, I honestly asked him if he was that Gary Lewis. And he's like...
Did it aggravate him because he'd never heard that before?
I said, no, I'm not that Gary Lewis.
I see.
Huh.
Not even spelled the same.
Cash in on it, though. Why not? It was 1922. This really is kind of startling. 1922, 18-year-old Ralph Samuelson rides the very first pair of water skis.
Oh, wow.
Oh, can you imagine what people watching that must have been thinking?
But see, I would have thought it would have been just before 1922.
But you had to go fast enough to actually make it work.
That's true. You needed the right... Yeah.
It's not like they're going to do that with a canoe.
Now, where did you think this took place?
I'm going to say in New York.
See, I would think it'd be one of the coastal cities.
I'm going to guess
Florida,
somewhere down
something like
south.
that.
Upstate New York.
Minnesota, baby.
No, well, yeah, well, there's
Minnesota.
10,000 lakes.
That's actually incorrect.
I should have probably guessed that.
There's closer to 12.
12? Well.
Yeah, but 10,000, nice round number, looks great on a license plate.
They don't count them all.
1965, cigarette advertising is banned on British television.
Yeah, it took a couple years before it came here.
That would come into force and actually on TV and radio in the United States in 1971.
Yep.
Signed off on by President Nixon.
Yeah.
Wow.
I remember all that.
Pretty interesting.
Even though I wasn't born yet.
Well, yeah, then Big Tobacco just poured all of those ad dollars into, print and billboard.
Yep.
And
It was
and
everywhere
everything
for a
else.
long time.
Yeah, Joe Camel lived on for years and years and years
Oh,
and
yeah.
years and years. And in 1991, the United States Senate votes to allow women to fly combat aircraft.
How cool is that?
Very
Yup.
cool.
They just have to sign a waiver saying they would not attempt to parallel park, and they would check the oil.
I don't think that's accurate.
Who's your favorite misogynist? This guy.
All right. Dan, thanks for that, man.
Welcome.
It's the John and Heidi.
Kidding. I'm a kidder. What are you?
And he's single, ladies.
I don't know how that's supposed to go. It's the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Dan Farris.
Do you pay too much for insurance? Have you looked around? Or are you too chicken? Don't be afraid to look around to see if you can find a better deal at InsuranceChicken.com. We make it super simple for you to see rates from several different companies, to see what they have to offer, all in one place. Heck out great insurance deals at InsuranceChicken.com. Is it time for you to cross the road? See if we can save you money each month at InsuranceChicken.com. That's InsuranceChicken.com.
Time now for Ranger Dan's Critter Corner.
Well, I'm rough, tough, and ready. I'm a heck of a man. Eat my beans and weenies from a frying pan.
He's Ranger Dan.
Easy. I'm Ranger Dan. Well, I loves to wrestle bears and lasso ducks, run over possums in my government truck.
He's Ranger Dan.
Easy. I'm Ranger Dan. Well, I loves all the campers and the animals too. If you're picking on critters, I'm coming after you.
He's Ranger Dan.
Yes, sir. I'm Ranger Dan.
Good morning, Ranger Dan.
Good morning, Ranger Dan.
Friday and your little happy little married couple faces there, Small. Always a pleasure to see you there, Ken. Heidi.
Ranger Dan.
I swear you must be part cat, because you are perfect. Meow.
Hiss.
You know, gosh darn it there, little Radio Rangers. Speaking of cats, this is just really, kind of depressing. A 63-year-old lady was attacked earlier this week by a great white shark off the coast of Maine.
Oh, my.
Oh, wow. What does that have to do with cats?
The incident proved to be fatal. Well, here's what it's got to do with that. That lady just been at home and taking care of her cats. This would be a whole different story, wouldn't it?
Okay.
Here's the facts, little Radio Rangers. It's not just sharks. Every single critter hanging around in the ocean can and will kill you.
Yep.
If the good Lord had wanted us to splash around in it, he would have given us gills, much like Kevin Costner in the movie Waterworld.
Yes.
Perfectly awful. Well, that's all the time we have today, little Radio Rangers. I sure hope you learned something. I know I did. This is Ranger Dan out. Say it with me.
Yes, sir.
Some credit cards have really high rates or big annual fees. Usually, people sign up for these when it's all they qualify for. If that sounds like you, it may be time to get a better credit card. Over time, your situation changes, and you may qualify for a better credit card. Your current card hopes you don't think about it, but our site shows you many options to see if there's a better credit card for you. Check it out for free at bettercreditcards.com. That's bettercreditcards.com.
Time right now for Water Cooler Talk with Mr. Dan Farris.
Well, all good things must come to an end. This isn't exactly dark and dank and awful news, but gosh darn it, the mighty have fallen. You know, every year there's number one cities for this, number one areas for that,
right.
blah, 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 blah. Well, the last couple of years, Sioux Falls has been ranked as the top city for America's young professionals.
Okay.
Your up-and-coming youths,
Yeah.
Okay.
so to speak, has been number one. In fact, for the last 3 years, Sioux Falls has been the number one spot.
Wow.
Not so anymore. This annual ranking actually is a ranking of 150 U.S. cities, and it comes from the financial website Smart Asset.
I've heard of them.
Looks at data on things like cost of living, rent, unemployment, lifestyle options to determine which places suit that magical age group of 25 to 34.
Okay.
Professional folks trying to take a step up and move on. What city do you think it is that knocked Sioux Falls out of the top perch? Because it kind of
Austin,
surprised me.
Texas. Oh, it surprised you? Fargo, North
Kind
Dakota?
of did. No, St. Louis.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I can see
Okay.
that. St. Louis is a nice little town.
Well, when you look at
It
the
ain't
criteria they use, they didn't look at the fact that St. Louis is just ticked up to 153 homicides so far this year.
Well, and their arch is complete, so that's probably how they beat us out.
I've seen that arch. In fact, Sioux Falls didn't just drop down to number 2 behind St. Louis. We're down to number 4.
Oh, my goodness.
Boy.
Yeah.
What do we got to do? Where do we got to go?
We actually are behind Minneapolis, which blows my mind.
Oh,
'cause
my
I'm
gosh.
When was
from
this
there, and you
survey-
couldn't pay me to go back
Oh,
there.
my
this
God.
survey done? Was this recently?
This is recent. This is for 2020, John.
Oh, my gosh.
Had to be like months ago.
I think they compiled the data well before everything.
they burned Minneapolis to
blew
the
up.
ground.
Yeah, Lincoln, Nebraska is at number 3.
That's a nice town as well.
Okay, and
Wow.
yeah, Sioux Falls. So
We're still in the top 5. That's good.
yeah,
We're
we
number
are
4.
down to
We're
number
good.
4. Again, it looks to me like a lot of it has to do with just finances.
Yeah.
finances.
Yeah. So
It's
how much
incorrect.
dough
It's
you can make.
Finances. That's a hard I.
It is.
All right.
Well, Dan, thank you for that report, sir.
Yeah, I know. We're going to have to change all the signage now. I think we dropped to number 4, and nobody wants to talk about it, but I'll just throw it out there.
Okay.
A bridge washed away at Dunham Park.
That's exactly what I was thinking,
Probably
too.
what it was.
Last April, and
The response time on fixing that bridge is not that great.
comes down to little things, man.
Yeah.
It comes down to the deets. That's what the kids say.
The deets,
And
yes.
it lost him the number 1 spot.
Yeah.
Well, we would probably be number 1 had that bridge been fixed timely.
This is a good town for young folks, though.
It is.
When
It's a good town for a lot of
When
things.
you combine the financial with the development and the
of
medical and
living,
everything
yeah.
else.
And
it's pretty
one of the
crazy.
top factors on that is always how easy is it to find a car wash, and we're doing really good.
We are number 1
Car wash.
on the car wash front.
A craft beer, a tattoo parlor.
In a coffee shop.
And a coffee shop.
Doing pretty darn okay there.
Well, the other thing that we have going for us, at least for the next week or so, we got a Wienermobile driving around town.
We were kind of blessed the other day.
Yeah.
Sure
We
were.
had a private Wienermobile show.
We did.
And we're going to, I had a chance to do a little interview with the hot doggers from the Wienermobile. We're going to be chatting with them in a little bit. But between now and then, I got a different hot dog to talk about. Going to be chatting with a young man from Clean Cut Lawn Care. And the reason I called him a hot dog is because he's doing something really cool with Sunny Radio. He's teamed up with us, and he's going to mow the lawns for some heroes. Be listening for details on that. We're going to be chatting with Jared Lewis from Clean Cut Lawn Care coming up next.
We're here to make it better.
If you find that drug or alcohol problems are hitting you too close to home, you can get help. Maybe it's time for rehab. Your insurance may even cover everything. Learn more at timeforrehab.com. Get help for a drug or alcohol problem within 24 hours.
We're here to make it better.
Get more information at timeforrehab.com. That's timeforrehab.com.
Time now for your Bright Spot of News, brought to you by Paul's Designer Showroom on Lake Lorraine in Sioux Falls. Today, our Bright Spot of News shines on a really cool company in Sioux Falls, Clean Cut Lawn Care. And the thing that they're doing, we're actually working together on this. I got Jared in the studio. How you doing, sir?
I'm doing good.
Excited to have you in here. Now, we're working together to go out and mow the lawns of some heroes. So I think this is really kind of a neat idea.
Yeah, it is. I really like it. As soon as you came up with it, I was on board.
Yeah, so what we're going to do is if you know somebody that's maybe a veteran or maybe even somebody who they've got somebody serving overseas right now and they've got a family at home and maybe could use a little bit of lawn care, I would love for you to register them. And if you go to sunnyradio.com, you're going to see a big thing right on the page here that has all the details. And then everybody that signs up, not everybody's going to probably be a winner, but somebody's going to be a winner. And everybody that signs up, we're going to, at Sunny Radio, we're going to do something for you. But we would love for you to get signed up. If you know a veteran, a first responder, somebody that's active military, and like I said, even if they're serving right now and they've got a family here that has a home that could use some lawn care, and then Clean Cut Lawn Care, and Jared is going to go out and take care of it. Now, for people who are listening that are going, okay, well, that doesn't sound like me, any of those things, but boy, I'd sure like to have Jared come mow my lawn. You do that too, right?
Oh, absolutely.
And let's talk a little bit about Clean Cut Lawn, and you've been doing this in Sioux Falls for a little while now, and you've got a pretty loyal following. I love every time I see something posted online where somebody's saying, hey, we're looking for somebody to do some lawn care, your name is mentioned like 90 times.
Yeah, it feels really good. I got a strong team behind me, and I do great work for my customers, and that work shows through their reference of me.
I think that's really, really cool. And here's the thing I like. It's pretty darn affordable as well. So if somebody's thinking, okay, well, have you come out and mow my lawn, how much is that going to cost? What does it typically cost to have a lawn mowed?
Around that $35, $40 range.
So it's pretty darn affordable. So when you're looking at that lawn thinking, I have so many things that I would much rather do. I would much rather not mow. For $35, $40, you can have Jared come mow the lawn for you, and you can enjoy doing whatever it is that you want to do instead of mowing a lawn.
Yeah, that's right. You know, we try to make more time available to the people to spend with their family and friends, the important things.
Absolutely. And right now we've got lawn mowing season kind of full swing, but between now and just a few months from now, we're going to be cooling off, and we're going to have snow eventually, and you're going to be helping folks with that as well.
Yeah, that's right. Yep.
And if people would like to get signed up or maybe get some information on having you do snow removal, can they do that right now?
Yeah, they can. They can go to my website at cleancutlawn.care and just send me an email and get a hold of me through that website.
Cleancutlawn.care. C-A-R-E.
Yep.
Very nice. We're going to throw a link to that on our page as well. So when you go on to register, even if you can't register because you're not a service member or any of those things, you can still find a link to his page. And again, Clean Cut Lawn Care here in Sioux Falls, I love the local moologists.
Yes, a lot of people like that, yeah.
That's pretty darn cool. And you've done some really fun things online. I've been watching on social media, some of the things that you're doing, just kind of some fun giveaways and a lot of things to kind of get some attention and let folks know who you are and what you do. Where'd you come up with the idea to do some of that stuff?
Everybody likes free stuff, and I try to give away stuff every Friday, have the drawing Tuesday, to just get people out there with their family more and their friends and just give them something to do. It's a good way to get people out of the house and, who did that for you? Clean Cut Lawn Care, and, I thought it was a good marketing idea.
It really is. And speaking of marketing, I want to shout out to the young man that built your website, too. That looks really sharp.
Yeah, Tim Goodenis. Yeah. He does really good job. Very fast, efficient, affordable, professional. Yeah, great man.
Very, very sharp. And he did your logo, too, right?
Yes, he did. Yeah, I'm very proud of this logo. It's a cool. Really good-looking logo, yeah.
I love it. It's really, really neat. And you can see the logo, and you can also see the website. We've got a link to it on our page. And if you go to sunnyradio.com, scroll down, and it's right underneath our little tattoo promotion that we're doing. You're going to see how you can register for the lawn care giveaway that we're doing with Clean Cut Lawn Care. And this is something that we're doing for veterans. We're doing this for active duty military, first responders, and we've got all the information right on the page. So if that sounds like you, go check it out. And even if it doesn't sound like you, but you'd like to have somebody mow your lawn, you can go there and find a link to their page as well. Jared, thanks again, man.
Hey, thank you.
Again, all of the details at sunnyradio.com. Our bright spot of news brought to you by Paul's Designer Showroom on Lake Lorraine in Sioux Falls. Many people have dabbled in the stock market for their very first time ever this year. If you're new to the market, but you don't want to learn things the hard way and the expensive way, I encourage you to subscribe to this free newsletter. You can get the inside track with Wall Street's brightest minds delivered directly to your inbox every day at marketbeatminute.com. Subscribe for free. If you change your mind, just unsubscribe. Sign up for free right now at marketbeatminute.com. That's marketbeatminute.com. Time right now for entertainment news of the day with Mr. Dan Farris.
Because celebrities are fabulous. I could sit here and probably eat up an entire day just talking about, celebrities who I have hobnobbed with.
You could.
As you're well aware.
Impressive list.
I have a long and storied friendship with my BFF, Keanu Reeves.
Oh, yeah.
Keanu Reeves.
We've heard all about
but
it.
That's just one name I've dropped. There are literally hundreds, if not dozens.
Literally.
But the other day was a game changer.
It was.
We did not have to battle crowds. We did not have to get in the sunny Hummer and go anywhere.
No.
Two incredible hot doggers delivered the Oscar Mayer Wienermobile right to our front door.
We had a
cool
private conference.
Yeah. And John had a nice chat with them, and it was kind of neat.
I did indeed. And here we go. I'm going to play the interview that we had a chance to record. And these are the hot doggers from the Oscar Mayer Wienermobile. We've got in the studio right now, we have Saucy Spence and Mayo Chep Molly. Am I saying it right?
Mayo Chep Molly, yes.
So it's like a mayo and ketchup mixture?
Yes, exactly what it is. It's really good.
And you sell that and it's good for hot dogs?
Yes, it's great on hot dogs. You can also put it on burgers, really anything you want to eat, it's perfect on.
Now, you guys are hot doggers, and we were just talking here because they're driving around in the Oscar Mayer Wienermobile, and this is your first radio interview officially?
Yes.
Because you're just starting your, is it a year that you'll be doing this now?
Yeah, we'll do this till next June.
So now when you sign up to do this, I know there's a lot of people that do that. So do you know how many people sign up to be hot doggers and how many actually get the job?
Yeah, so this year we had about 3,000 applicants and then 12 people cut the mustard. So it's a very selective process. And some years it's like 7,000. It's crazy.
So, and how different is 2020 going to be with, the COVID world that we're living in right now? Is your schedule this year going to be vastly different or not really?
Well, I think it actually gives us a really special opportunity. So the Wienermobile was started in 1936 by Oscar Mayer's nephew, Carl, during the Great Depression to drive miles of smiles and bring joy to people. And I think now, like during this time, it's even more important to spread joy.
Absolutely.
And so we have the unique opportunity to spend more time in every city, which allows us to really understand the culture, the people, get to really meet people. And I think it's so important, our mission, to drive miles of smiles, because everywhere we've gone since we've even been here, people are like, can we take pictures? Do you have wiener whistles? Can we do this? And it's been a really fantastic opportunity.
That's awesome.
To meet
Now,
everyone.
You were telling me, because I said you rolled into town the other day, and then you had like a couple days off, and then last night, Strawbell Winery. Tonight, you've got an event at the Canary Stadium, and you'll be at the fair. You've got a lot of fun stuff that you're going to be doing over the course of the next week. You'll be in town for a week?
We'll be in town till August 9th.
So August 9th, so a little over a week even.
Yeah.
But during that time, this is your only mode of transportation. So if you want to run to the store, you're driving a Wienermobile.
Yes, a 27-foot long hot dog on wheels definitely draws a lot of attention.
Yeah. And you were saying you thought it would take like 10 minutes to do what you're doing. It took more like almost an hour, like 45 minutes.
Yes.
Because people do, when they see this, they think, hey, I'd like to snap a photo of that because I don't see this every day.
Yeah. Most people come up and they say they saw it like 20 years ago, and then they're getting their 20 years in the future photo.
I've seen it
the two.
In the past at a distance. Like I'll be driving along and somebody will say, hey, look, the Wienermobile. And I'm like, oh, wow, look at that. I've never actually seen it up close, but they let me actually step inside. I've got some photos that I'm throwing on Facebook here. I think it's really kind of cool. And I noticed when I got in there that there's a lot of seats, but there's no place to sleep. So it's not, you don't stay in that.
Yes, it's not a weenie bago. We do stay in hotels.
So when you go from place to place, like you guys are just getting started here right now, but as you're going from place to place, like when you're in Sioux Falls, will you be at the same place the entire time?
Yep. So each new city, we usually stay in just one hotel for that entire period. If we are changing to different cities, obviously we'll go to a new hotel. But, most of the time...
For the next year, you two will be living in hotel rooms.
Yes.
Do you at least get your own hotel rooms?
Yes.
Yes, we do.
Now, did you two know each other before taking on this job?
Oh, so I guess we've known each other 3 weeks now.
Yeah.
Nice. Well, and it seems like you get along pretty well.
Yes.
That's good. Now, you probably will have, if this is your first interview, maybe other people will be asking, are you guys dating or no?
No, we're not dating.
So, because that you know, you're going to be spending a whole year together. That, I don't know.
It would maybe put extra tension on the partner relationship.
That would be kind of...
More like a brother-sister relationship is, I think, what it'll become.
That's cool. So have you had a chance to visit with people who've done this in the past, and what kind of experiences did they tell you to be aware of?
Yeah, there's past hot doggers that we've been talking to for like the past year basically about this job, which got us really excited about it. And I think most of it is just kind of learned on the job. Like they can't describe perfectly what it's like, but it's just a year on the road and there's so many different experiences that it's hard to just tell. You have to kind of go through it yourself and learn everything.
Well, and the cool thing is, while you're in Sioux Falls, people will have a chance to get up close and personal and see it. Now, you're going to be at the fair for a while. Will they be able to like get in the vehicle and look at it like I did?
So right now, just because it is very hot and it's summer, we do tend to keep the vehicle closed because without the AC on, it can become a little hot or toasty in there.
Yeah.
So they can peek in through the windows, absolutely. They can come take as many pictures as they'd like. We'll be handing out wiener whistles. They can become an honorary hot dogger through trivia questions. And yeah, it'll be a lot of fun, but during the summer, we like to only let people peek in.
I got it. That makes sense. So do you have any fun trivia questions for me right now? I'll see if I know any hot dog answers.
That's a good question.
I'm putting them on the spot.
All right. Well, let's see. Earlier, I said that somebody invented the Wienermobile. Do you remember who it was?
Oscar Mayer's nephew. Was his name Carl?
Yes!
Very good.
So that, I believe, is actually one of our questions, just worded differently.
Nice. So did I just win a wiener whistle?
Yeah, you can absolutely have a wiener whistle. We'll get you a sticker that said, I saw it.
Nice.
Yeah, so we'll have some prizes for you in the vehicle.
That is fantastic. And I encourage people to get out and see the Wienermobile while it's in Sioux Falls. Thank you guys both for stopping in.
Yeah, thanks so much.
Yeah,
it's been
thanks for
a really
having
fun
us.
opportunity.
It's been wonderful.
There you go. I'm going to throw their schedule on our Facebook page to make it really easy to find. So if you're saying, hey, where can I see this Wienermobile? We're going to have all of that entire schedule. We'll put a link to it at facebook.com/sunnyradio and facebook.com/Sioux Falls News. All right, guys, when they were here, they also gave us some bootay.
Oh, yeah, we got some swag.
Do you have your wiener whistle over there?
Yep,
Whistle's
I
right
got
over
a
there.
whistle.
You got to blow the wiener whistle so people know that we didn't just make this up. Because, you know, at the end of the day, anybody could claim to be a hot dogger. But now, that's the goods right there.
There you go.
I do mine too, but I immediately put it in my safe deposit box.
Yeah, I would for sure. I put mine in my will.
And we have multicolored, very beautifully drawn. I saw it. Hot dog stickers too.
Now, if you see the Wienermobile in the wild, do snap a photo of it and do tag it. Put on their Wienermobile and then tag Sunny Radio as well. So say I heard him on Sunny Radio.
Yeah, no poaching. Don't be setting out salt licks in your driveway and stuff. That's illegal.
That is illegal. Dan, thanks for coming in, man.
My pleasure.
It's the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Dan Farris.
If you have a credit card, we'd like to help you make sure it's the best credit card for you. Take a few minutes to look at your current interest rate and see what you get for points or perks. Then go to bettercreditcards.com to see if we can help you find a better credit card. This will literally cost you nothing, and it could help you get a better credit card. If you don't have a credit card right now, you can check us out too at bettercreditcards.com. That's bettercreditcards.com.
Here's your Market Beat Minute for Friday, July 31st, 2020. Equities markets tread water for a fourth day this week on Thursday, but that's about to change. Market action was simmering in anticipation of earnings from market-leading stocks like Apple, Amazon, Facebook, and Google. Based on the results and the after-hours action, the market liked what it saw, so investors should brace for another updraft in the market. The hurdle left to overcome is the all-time high set by the S&P 500 just before the COVID-19 pandemic struck. Based on the earnings, it looks like a retest of that level is all but certain, but a move to new highs may not be so easy. With the latest rounds of economic stimulus stalled out in the Senate, a move in the S&P 500 to touch the all-time high could be a trigger to start selling once again. For those thinking of Thursday's record-setting low GDP figures, the outlook for economic growth only gets better from here. You can get the inside track with Wall Street's brightest minds delivered directly to your inbox every day at marketbeatminute.com.